Hey everyone, it's Paul Grossman, the Dark Arts Wizard of Test Automation. And today we're going to be taking a look at Testim, and we're going to be taking the CandyMapper Challenge. So first we're going to start by choosing our role, Automation Engineer, obviously. And then we want to determine how we're going to be using Testim. You can do web testing, you can do mobile testing. There's a little bit of a message popping up over here, so I'm going to clear that out. Maybe I can get that out of there. All right, cool. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a new test, which should take us to our editor. So I'll click on new test, and it's saying it needs an extension added. So we'll get the extension in here, but we'll just enable it. So now we've got the extension enabled, and we shall go back over here. So we've got the extension installed. So let's start by seeing if we can do our first new test. The first thing is to go to our website. That's CandyMapper.com, where we got the URL in there. So the next step is we're going to click on the record button over here. All right. So we're starting off here is we're going to close this pop-up. I prefer to click on the X button over here. And as quickly as possible, we'll do our third step, which is to put in Paul. Our fourth is to click on Submit. The fifth is to validate this message. And I'm not sure exactly how we do that, but we'll handle that later. We'll enter in a short email like me@me.com. And then we'll click on the Submit button. And we'll wait for a message that says we will get back to you within 48 years. That's the end of the test. So I think this is debugging, and I think we will cancel this, close that. And we have several steps. In a recording, we usually get a few more extra steps. So it should be 8 to 10 steps. And this says this is a resize, so I don't think we need that. We will delete that step. This is kind of a drag. Let's see, where are we? Went to CandyMapper.com. One thing I do like about this is that you can enter in CandyMapper without that prefix over there, and it automatically will know that that needs to be a HTTPS or an HTTP to do that. First thing is we're going to go click that small little tab to close the pop-up. Next thing is we're clicking on the name. We're going to enter Paul in there. We're going to click the Submit button. This is a drag. We want to edit that. So let's see how we go and edit it. I think we just click on the control. And I believe everything is described over here. Let me get this out of the way. This says drag. This should not be drag. It should be validate or verify. Let's try that. Verify appears on screen. Let's see if that can be identified. Element must be visible. We're not really dragging on anything. So I think we're good there. We're going to go back over here. This says verify. Over here we actually we have shared steps. I think that if we could do an add step somewhere here, we could add a validation. But we're going to verify that this exists. Then this says there's a right click on this. It really didn't do a right click. What did it actually say it's going to do? It says right click on please provide a valid email address. That's fine. It's not really right clicking on it. It's just clicking on it. I don't believe I did a right click at any time. And we will go back over here. And this one is saying that is going to go, and this is a drag and drop, so we'll delete that. We just need to click on the email, enter me@me.com, click the Submit button a second time, and then finally over here, we're going to go and edit this. and say this is verify. Verify that this text appears on screen. All right. We are going to save this. We'll give it a nice name like the CandyMapper Challenge. I think that should be good. We'll hit OK. We could add a description, but for this, don't think we need to do that. How many steps? We have 11. That seems to be one more than what we need. We close the pop-up. We click on the first name and enter. That's usually one step, and this is usually one step. So I think we're good there. 11, 10, 9. That brings us down to about 9 steps. Verify. Oh, this is in here twice. Verify that. So we're going to delete this, and it should take us down to the number of steps that we need. Now, next thing is to give it a run. And this is, we could run it in incognito mode. I think we definitely want to do that, so we get that pop-up. And we will run locally. Let's see what we get. All right. Setting up the test for testing. It's adjusting the screen size. It did 3 of them. That's pretty cool. Closes the pop-up, enters in the name, and validates that we see the message, adds in me at me.com, and it says the test completed successfully. I like that. So I'm going to go and close this out. Everything seemed to be going very well. So I'm going to say this is a very good demo. I think we got our timing on that. And we're going to say thank you very much for taking a look at Testim, which is just done the CandyMapper Challenge. And have yourself a great day. Cheers.